beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's lovely to have you here once again. I'm really sorry I've not posted any videos in a while. I've just been away. I just came back, but I promise we're back on track, and I'll try my best to post videos as often as I can. Today I will be showing you how I make my vanilla cake. It's a very tasty cake. It's really lovely and very easy to make. And what's really interesting about this method I'm showing you now is that it doesn't need any fancy equipment. You don't need a stand mixer, you don't need a hand mixer. I'm going to be using a blender, which I assume most kitchens already have. So if you would like to see how I made it, keep watching to the end of the video, and I hope you enjoy the video. If you haven't already subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share with your friends and family, and also leave comments and suggestions below. I'll be happy to read them and take any ideas that are given. Thank you. So these are the ingredients I'll be using to bake the cake. I've got some granulated sugar, 400 grams, 240 ml of milk, plain flour, 420 grams. Then I've got some salt, 3 grams. Then baking powder, 14 grams. And then 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and 4 eggs, and then finally the butter, which is 225 grams. I'll mix up the dry ingredients together. So this is the flour. I'll put in the salt, and then the baking powder. I'll now mix everything up using a wooden spoon. After mixing everything, I'll set it aside before I move on to the next step. Next, I'll put in the butter. Then the eggs. And then the sugar, which I'll be putting in a little at a time, at intervals. I'll now start blending everything up. I'll stop at intervals to scrape the sides down. After all the sugar has been added, I'll blend for 1 to 2 minutes. So this is what it looks like after blending everything together. So this is the mixture. This is how creamy it is. That's the butter, sugar, and the eggs. Now I'm going to mix in the dry ingredients into this mixture. I'll be using a sieve to sift the dry ingredients. I'll also be putting the dry ingredients in a little at a time. So I'll be interchanging between the milk and the dry ingredients. I'll start folding this in and mixing everything all up using a wooden spoon. Next, I'll pour in the milk. Remember, I said I'll be interchanging between the milk and the flour. I'll keep adding in the flour and the milk interchangeably, but I'll make sure that at the end I'll end with the flour mixture. I'm now putting in the last bit of flour. Remember I said when mixing that we need to end with the flour mixture. I'll now put in the vanilla extract. And then mix it into the batter. Now I've finished mixing everything together. I'm going to turn this into a baking pan, which I've already prepared. I prepared this by rubbing a little butter in the pan and then cut out some baking parchment and attached it to the pan. But you can do it another way. If you haven't got baking parchment, you can just rub some butter in the pan and dust a little flour in it and pour out the excess. So both of them work as well. It's just to prevent the cake from sticking to the pan. So now that I've transferred the batter into the pan, I'm just going to spread it out a bit, like so. And then just lightly tap it on the kitchen surface so it just levels out a bit more. Then I've already preheated my oven to 177 degrees centigrade. So I'm going to put the cake into the oven now and allow it to bake. The cake bakes for roughly 1 hour 30 minutes, but start checking from 1 hour. So that's it, guys. That's the finished cake. I just took it out of the oven. You can check and to make sure it's done by inserting a skewer. And if it comes out clean like so, you know your cake is done. So I'm going to leave this cake in the pan for roughly 5 minutes, after which I'll take it out and put it on a rack so that it can cool completely. So that's it, guys. We're done with our cake. From the video you can see that you don't really need any fancy equipment to make a cake. I just used the blender, which is something that most of us have got in our kitchen. So, and it turned out alright. So get baking, guys, and I hope you try it out and I hope you like the cake. If you haven't already subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out on any of my videos. Thank you for watching. Bye, and I'll see you in my next video.